Hi, my name is Savannah Wall. Today I will be presenting on Cynthia Cooper, one of the silent leaders that helped bring down WorldCom. I'm going to start by giving a brief overview of the WorldCom scandal. It took place in the early 2000s, and at this time a lot of unethical activity was occurring in the business. The main part of their fraud was that the accounting department was using reserves to pay expenses, and by doing this they overstated their profits. One of the factors that led to Cynthia Cooper's investigating was an entry for $500 million for computer expenses. This entry had no invoices or documentation to actually back up the amount recorded. All of this did eventually lead to the SEC becoming suspicious, which led to the failure of WorldCom. So who is Cynthia Cooper? She was the head of WorldCom's internal auditing department, and she's the one who led the internal investigation. She is a family-orientated woman. She has a husband and she has children. She was born and raised in Mississippi. She lived and grew up pretty close to where the headquarters was that she worked at for WorldCom. She lived a very simple life, and she had values instilled in her from a young age. She was taught not to be intimidated by her mother, and I think this is something that was really important in the way she reacted to finding some of these crazy entries on WorldCom's books. So what did she do? Her team of internal auditors started to get suspicious after seeing so many of these strange journal entries on the books. And she decided they needed to keep digging. The team started working late to investigate while keeping it on the down low. After digging, they found over $3.8 million in fraudulent entries. How was Cynthia a quiet leader? She worked one day at a time, little by little. By digging into the company's books, she had to keep quiet so that her bosses didn't find out what was happening. If they did find out, her and her entire team would have been fired for sure. She did this knowing that she could be fired. She decided to take that sacrifice because she took a deeper responsibility for being an accountant and for her responsibility to the profession. In conclusion, Cynthia Cooper is an example of moral courage, and we should remember her example when we're faced with ethical dilemmas in our careers. If we are put in situations like this, we should follow the EMI resolution of ethical conflict. Some things you can do: you can have a discussion with your immediate supervisor. If you think that they may be involved, you can go up the chain of command and maybe go to their boss. You can reach out to an attorney to find out your rights and obligations for the situation and see what you need to take care of there. There is a hotline that you can call, and also if it comes down to it and you know that you are in a bad situation, you should walk away from the company. That is all I have for you today. Thank you.